Danny Segura for MMAfighting.com here with Matt Mitrione, who will be fighting Sergei Kharitonov in the main event of Bellator 215. Matt, first of all, how is New York treating you?
Yesterday was sleeting, so I'm going to go with not awesome. But hopefully Uncasville treats me better than that.
Yeah, once you're spoiled with that Florida weather, there's no going back.
I agree. Well, except for the summertime when it's that humid and rains every day. But I'll take it over sleet any day.
All right, well, so this is a big opportunity for you. But here you are. I've been looking at your social media and sort of at just media in general, and it seems you've been laying kind of low for this camp. Is there any specific reason why, or that's just the way things turned out?
No, just my same old grind. Like my team is small, and we don't really do photos, pictures. We don't have photographers, anything like that. So we just go in there, we work, and we kind of always forget to take pictures, or it's not really our flavor to take them. So I'm just working. I'm just kind of going about the same old business. We just, like I said, when I'm in Florida, there's photographers everywhere. Not many people want to photograph sexy Indiana, you know. So that's the reason why.
Yeah, so you were telling me off camera that for the Bellator camp you did it in Florida, but for this one you did it in Indiana. Is there any specific reason for that?
Florida is a great spot, and I get great training down there. But the heavyweights are guys like Steve Mowry and Stephen Struve. They're all 6'7", 6'8", real big fellas, and tall and skinny. Not like a normal-sized heavyweight, abnormal height. So I've got a lot of guys that are kind of similar to Kharitonov's build at home, so I could do that. And plus, my son lives with me full time now. My oldest son does, so I stay home to make sure that we have a good family life.
Nice. And Sergei is no Fedor as far as like the star power, but if you look at his record, if you're hardcore and you know what he's done at Pride, he's got legit wins. He's a super legit contender. Are you happy with this opponent, with this type of matchup?
Yeah, dude, he's legit. And like I said, I don't know how he never really got the star power that Fedor did, but he has a very similar record, a very similar life. Maybe didn't go undefeated for 10 years, but he fought many of the same people, beat almost all the same people, and has incredible knockout power, has finishing power with jabs. I mean, who does that? And he's got it. And he's technical. He's a medaled boxer from Russia from back in the day. And he's fought all kinds of different disciplines. He's good, man. He's really good at what he does.
Yeah, and speaking of finishes, he finished Roy Nelson in his last outing. Somebody you fought twice. Just curious, what'd you make of his performance? If there's anything that caught your eye in that performance?
Well, yeah. If you're on the receiving end of those punches, it's going to suck. I mean, but I think everybody knew that before. And he's dangerous. He's really good at what he does, man. If you stand in front of him, you're going to get beat up. Fortunately, that's not the way I fight very often, right? So hopefully I don't decide to fight like that on Friday night.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about the heavyweight Grand Prix. It wrapped up. What are your overall thoughts? You lost to Ryan Bader, who went on to win the title. What did you think of the whole tournament? And although you lost, did you enjoy the experience of being in a tournament?
I was salty at first that they invited light heavyweights into the tournament. I didn't think it was proper. I thought we had enough heavyweights that they could have done it. And I was worried that light heavyweights were going to come in and do what they did to me, wrestle and not fight like a heavyweight. But I was salty after. I wasn't mad with Bader. I was disappointed in the result, right? Like that he came in and wrestled me, and that's the way it was. I think everybody knew that was going to happen, though, right? That's my Achilles heel, and that's what he excels at. But then when he came out and knocked out Fedor faster than I knocked out Fedor, well, I can't really complain about that. If you're going to get out there and throw hands and fight the way the heavyweight should fight versus stealing victories, then I can't be upset about it. And he did a great job to the point where Bader's a friend of mine. He's a personal friend. And I texted him. I was like, hey, man, I'm really happy for you. Congratulations. And it's genuine. I am happy for him. And I'm happy the way he did what he did. And he also knows I feel this way. I don't hide that from him at all. I think I even told it to him at some point in time. But, hell, he and I were even on auditioning for a game show together, like in the interim. Yeah. So I'm happy for him. And, it's a good job for him. We'll see how long he can hold on to it and see what happens.
And speaking of Fedor, that's somebody you've always looked up to. You always paid your respect to him, and you fought him as well. What do you make of him at this point? A lot of people, are saying that he should retire, but at the same time, he did win 2 fights to get into the final, right?
Yeah, he did. Look, man. Fedor's Fedor. He can do whatever he wants to do. If I'm lucky enough to win this fight, or if I lose this fight, and for some reason he wants a rematch, I got to give that fight to him. So, you know, if he wants, whatever he wants to do, he's going to do. He said before he's a fighter, he's a warrior. That's what he believes in. That's how he's going to do it.
And, you know, apart from this, I don't know how in tune you've been with the media, but King Mo had some things to say about you leading up to his fight in Hawaii, and essentially said he was down to fight you. Did you hear about this, these comments from King Mo, and if so, would you be interested to fight him, you know, down the line?
Who?
King Mo.
Who's that?
King Mo fights for Bellator. I think he had some things about to say about your fight with Roy Nelson. Fought in Strikeforce as well. Doesn't ring a bell?
I don't think so. But if he said my name before a fight, I don't know how those two fights turned out for him. I don't know. Maybe we should just forget my name.
Okay, fair enough. And, you know, again, fighting at Bellator 215, how do you see your fight going? Any prediction on it?
I see myself winning, obviously. I'm prepared for it. I know that Kharitonov's really good at what he does. And if I'm on the receiving end of that ass whooping, it's because I did something wrong, or he just did something very right.
And I lied. A couple more questions. You're 40. A lot of people might not know that. You look younger in MMA years. You're a lot younger as well. How long do you see yourself doing this? And what are your sort of goals here in Bellator? Like, are you just chasing big fights? Is the belt still on your mind? Where are you at in your career?
You know, man, I got some fights left on my contract, and you know, I'm happy, brother. I'm happy. I have a good life. I'm a stay-at-home dad that goes to the gym during the day. There's not many jobs in the world I can do that offer me that same freedom.
All right, and one last thing for me. I heard you're a pretty decent Fortnite player. Is that true?
That is not true. I am absolutely horrendous. But my sons are good, and like we chill on the PS4 together. Like, so that's like when I'm watching film or doing whatever, and they're playing Fortnite. That's how it goes.
So, but do you get in some rounds? Do your kids let you or no?
I do. I try to get better. For a little while, I was trying to get better, and I just continued sucking. Actually, I'm one of the very few players that actually gets worse the more I play. So I just altogether stopped for the most part. But my kids are always down there, and I'm always down there chopping it up with whoever jumps on with us.
So it's like beginner's luck type thing. Like you just rather stay a beginner.
Shooter games for me just don't work. Actually, video games in general just don't work for me at all. But for my kids, they do all right. But I let them play, you know, a couple hours a week, and then from there they get on there, they talk trash, have a good time.
All right, well, best of luck at Bellator 215, and hopefully you improve your Fortnite skills.